Detroit. Welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you today from Greenpoint, Brooklyn, in front of my friend Christine, aka Dear Saturdays apartment building, which you can see right behind me. She is moving out soon, so by the time you see this video, she'll have moved out, but Christine has the most amazing style and decor, and I love her apartment, so I knew that before she moved out, I wanted to show you guys and do an apartment tour, so she has graciously agreed to give us a little tour. Christine's apartment is in a luxury building called the Greenpoint. It is located a little under half a mile from the Greenpoint Avenue station on the G line, but it's also right next to the Greenpoint ferry stop, which is Christine's preferred method of traveling if she can. It obviously has great views of the Manhattan skyline, which you can see just even from in front of the building, but it's even more beautiful from her apartment. So with that, let's head inside.
Welcome to my apartment. Where are your shoes?
Oh, let's
You
just...
took them off before you came in? How nice of you. This is my fiance, June. He likes to face corners and just, parcel.
I'm not here.
He's pretending like he's not here. But anyways, this is our apartment. We moved in here 1 year ago. It's in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and it's a 750 square foot apartment. And yeah, I'll give you a tour. This is my favorite part of the apartment because a lot of Dear Saturdays and merman action happens here, not on the stage. Alright, so this is my favorite part of the apartment, obviously the kitchen. We put this little stand here with the butcher block. It's a table that has all of our storage, and we put like vegetables and cutting boards. What I did was I purchased this on overstock and I actually sanded the top off so that we have this like nice cutting board like table. And then these are our cabinets. We have some jars of like Korean foods like gochugaru and poncha and all that stuff. I never thought that I could get really excited about appliances, but this is like 2 ovens. I've never had 2 ovens in my life, in my adulthood, but we have 2. And then this is actually where all the magic happens. Our fridge. It's very messy, but you'll see things like duck and pate and fresh berries and little food experiments going on. On our fridge, we put little memories on. This is the last time we moved 1 year ago, and this is kind of memories in the quarantine. We spent New Year's together here. Usually we spend it with our family in LA, but we spent it here because of the quarantine. And little like babies, because I love babies. So this is my cousin's kids, Liam and Ollie, and my sister's kids, Hudson and Shia, and Santa Claus, obviously. Like my old apartment, I like just displaying my books up top in the kitchen. This is like a very convenient way to, store your books. This is Merman's favorite corner, so the kitchen is my favorite corner, and this is Merman's favorite corner because it has his favorite plant. He's making another piece of artwork on top here, and then all of his favorite types of liquors and spirits that he picked up at his favorite liquor store nearby called Duke's Liquor Box. It's so cool. It's like very rock and roll. In my apartment, there's a lot of like consignment and like Facebook marketplaces or like DIY things or things that we picked up during our travels. And then this is something that we found on Instagram. It's like a local consignment shop, and they operate purely on Instagram. I forgot the name, but I'll share it with you later. And Christine actually helped bring this up. It was so heavy. It's like pure marble. But it's like a nice little decorative object that we have in our entranceway. I think the first thing that stands out is this, and this is something that Merman actually made during the pandemic. He had some downtime with work, and he actually repurposed a canvas that I use as a backdrop for my blog, and he attached this clay to it, and he just kind of pieced this together in a way that takes different forms and shapes that reminds him of our relationship. I don't know what that means, but it came out really beautifully, and it's like my favorite thing in the apartment, aside from the kitchen. This bench we got from a local like woodworkman. I don't know what you call them, but His name is Jimmy Toffel, and he made all of the benches in the apartment, and that's something that we brought from Gowanus when we moved here. This is something that you guys got me. What would Beyonce do for my birthday? And I usually have this in my office, but then because we're working from home, I decided to put it here. And this is Merman's record player. He's a big music buff, so we have like records and a record player and really lovely sounds that come out of that. I don't know what that means. This is Dovima and the Elephants. This is a postcard that I picked up in Berkeley. There was, I forgot what it was called, but it was next to Urban Outfitters, and there was a little card shop, and we used to like decorate with postcards, and this is something that like came along with me from all of my apartments, so we framed it here. This is a hand chair that we picked up upstate when we went antique shopping, and this is also like a really cool object that makes no sense in the apartment, but it just looks really good there. You'll see here, these are frames from the Yves Saint Laurent Museum in Morocco, so we framed them here, and it's above, this is June's desk. What else can I share? This is like a coffee table. That has come with me through every single apartment that I lived in New York. So it's a random, like, practical coffee table that you can pick apart. Our Mario Bellini sofa. We lived without a sofa during the pandemic for like 4 months because this couch was actually getting made, but after it arrived, it looks so nice in this apartment, and it's also one of my favorite pieces in the apartment. This is the bathroom, and the person that we're renting this apartment from did a really great job with just the finishings. It kind of looks like a hotel, doesn't it? Like there's a marble backdrop, it's pretty insane. A little nude painting here that I painted in my old apartment that was in my old bathroom too. June really didn't know where to put this guy, but this is, if you can guess, it's Barack Obama. And this is a photo that was taken of him when he lived in New York, when he was in college, and this was a very like reflective period in his life, and that's when this photo was taken, and I just love the feeling that this photo evokes. So I guess that's what you can, this is kind of like when you're taking a dump, you can look at Barack Obama. When you come out of the shower, you can look at Barack Obama, but hopefully we'll have a better place for him in our next place. These are cool little towels from like a Brooklyn shop called Dusen, and they make very like radical, you know, retro type of designs, and these are really awesome towels that I love. There's a little like pillbox mirror thing that's like a vanity as well. I'm not very big into skincare, as you can tell. There isn't much going on here, but this is just a combination of things that June and I use, and yeah, I think we have more perfume than skincare products. And this is our bedroom. There's a lot of random corners. I think every single corner has something in it. I'll start here in this corner. So this is our like little laundry basket corner. And then there's a little frame that June got when I lived in my old apartment, and this is called the Desperate Koalas World Tour. And so from the beginning of our relationship till this point, these are all pins that represent places that we've been to, that we want to go to, and where we have family. So this is something that we like continually update. This is also my favorite little corner in this room. That is a little tiny side table that June got me for my birthday from the MoMA store, which is really awesome. It's like a two-tone like acrylic table. This is my little nook where I work and just, you know, write and do a bunch of other stuff like my full-time job. My lovely television that my friends got me for my birthday. I have been living without a television for like most of my adult life, like after I moved to New York, but I've been watching television through like a phone or an iPad, and my friends are like, that's nonsense. So they finally got me a TV, and we love it. All right. Are you ready? What? We have a TV, thanks to my friends. This is June's piano. He is a big piano buff. When we moved into this apartment, we had no idea where we were going to put this, but somehow it worked here, and he gets to play this piano while he's looking out into the view of the Manhattan skyline. And yeah, it's kind of nice to have a piano right next to your bed. You can just roll out, play some music, and then roll back in. So there's that. This is Monston. Monston is hiding a bunch of things in the corner of shame. So things in the corner of shame, there is a printer that we picked up during the pandemic because you need to, ship return labels, and an air purifier. Monston is a Monstera plant that my brother helped bring home. His name is Austin, so I just brought the two together, and that's why I named this Monston. You might have seen this in the backdrop of some of my photos on my blog. There's no practical space in our living room for it, so I just use it as a backdrop because it adds a little nice touch for our bed. In New York, closet space is very hard to come by, so luckily June and I have our separate closet spaces, but unfortunately the closet spaces are tiny, so you're gonna be surprised at how much closet space I don't have. But somehow you make it work. So I installed this bar in here for my bottoms, and then these are like the long pieces, the more practical everyday objects like my socks and panties and pajamas and workout clothes is all on top. And then, June, can I show you your closet? He's so organized. That's his closet. The most impressive part about this apartment is actually when we moved in, the landlord was like, this apartment has a crazy view of the skyline, and I didn't really believe her, but once we got here, we saw this view and it's pretty insane. You can see the Empire State Building during the pandemic. It basically had like a red heartbeat, and that was also something that like you can't really see on the ground or when you live deep into Brooklyn, but we had like a prime view of that and the fireworks. Anyways, so on. I will just lead you to the view. It is so bonkers. I don't think I'll ever be able to get over this, and a part of me already regrets not re-signing the lease, but it was a very special thing to have during the pandemic when we lived here in the past year. It's a really good place to like reflect and look out into like my favorite city in the world. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so June has to go take a shower now and you have to leave, so please make your way out now. Oh my God. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Okay. Okay, let me come back in. Thanks for showing your place.
Thanks for taking the
It's
time
so
to
beautiful.
preserve the memories.
Yes. Make sure you follow Dear Saturdays. Hi, June. Make sure you follow Dear Saturdays on Instagram and on her website and TikTok and all the places.
All of the places.
Yes.
I'm going to be in this apartment for the next month, but hopefully we can share the next spot or wherever we land next.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Positions.
June, that's a closet of shame. What are you doing in there? You gonna stay in here?
Bye.
Bye. That's where he sleeps.